Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. I just finished building the new winter village set for this year, the Santa's post office and Santa's delivery truck, which was a little separate build. So now I have to figure out where to place these in my winter village here. As you can see, it's quite packed already. So there's not a whole lot of space to work with. So then I started looking here at the set, and of course it contains a lot of elves and Santa Claus, and it also has this hot air balloon right here. So I've been thinking, and I think I'm gonna take the elf clubhouse, which also has a lot of elves, and then Santa's workshop along with the post office, and place them over here. Start working in this corner here. That way I can have like a North Pole area up here, and then this will be my winter village, sort of like a mountain village somewhere. And then I have to figure out the gingerbread house, if that should stay here or up here with those buildings. That way I can have only minifigures down here and a few elves that are traveling back and forth with the posts and presents. But the gingerbread house really doesn't fit in that layout, but perhaps it will up here. So I think I'm gonna prep this area right here and see what I can do. Alright, so I just added 7 more base plates here. And then also these Lego Big Lake boxes from IKEA. And then when I built this frozen waterfall here into this lake, my plan was to have it go this way and then be covered with snow. So it's a frozen lake with snow on top of it. So I ordered some parts for that. And I also ordered parts so I could ballast the track here, make it white, the train track. Unfortunately, I always underestimate how long time it takes to get your Lego parts from the Pick-a-Brick. So I have a few pieces left, few white pieces left from last year. So I could try and hide the sharp corners on the boxes there, smoothen that out, make a little mountain there. So I think I'm going to do that, and then I'll have to come in and do the lake here later on. I'm not planning to have the North Pole go further than the lake anyways. I'm planning to have other things over here. But I'm gonna fill in this now. So these boxes here have these little cut out holes here that I've been trying to cover, and also on the smaller ones just making some detail here so it doesn't look too square. And then I have a frozen waterfall here, and then it's going to be a frozen lake covered in snow, and then the water runs out into this frozen waterfall and continues down. But this corner here, I'm planning to place buildings to cover that, and same on this side here. And then I also have this platform up here to put some stuff on now. I'm not going to go further this way, like I mentioned earlier. So now it's time to remove all that and find a spot for it here somewhere. So with all of these buildings now placed here, I have freed up some space here. I ended up moving the gingerbread house over here. So that exposes the backside of the bakery. But all of these buildings here have open backs, except for the Home Alone house. But in the front here, I like to put them back to back, so to say, so you can't really see inside. So I think I'll move my Winter Village post office over here. And that means I can have a little parking space for this one to unload or load. And then I made this little platform here, just very simple with some stairs. And that way the hot air balloon can land down in the winter village and load up, and this one can be next to it. So I think I'll do something like that over here. Not quite sure yet. I have to remove these old paths here, but see if I can tie that scene together a little bit, and then we can take a look at the final results of everything. So this is what the postal service looks on this end in the winter village. I moved the post office over here, and then I have my little platform where the hot balloon lands, and then they can load into the delivery truck here. I made a little parking space for the delivery truck so you can load and unload, and they're also taking some gifts over to the tree. So the post office was originally in this area right here, so now the winter carriage is there, can stop and pick up and drop off people. So that works quite nice behind the train station here. And also I have this space now available, opened up, which I like it because now I have a better view of town square and the market over there. So I think that works out good. I think it looks good from here. Over here in my North Pole area, I think it turned out pretty good with the post office up here and then the workshop. Of course, I have to get the correct pieces I need to fill in here all the sharp angles, but I can also do some steps here in the snow, and I can also do some steps down here, that way they can enter into the village. But I think it works out good up here. The signs work as well. The clubhouse and the workshop are actually facing the correct way, so I think that looks good. This little side build here that came with the post office of the elf fishing, doing some ice fishing, and there's a seal there trying to catch his fish. Works fine because here is going to be my frozen lake which has the snow on top of it, so I'll have to maybe Mills plate that or something. Figure out a good way to show that it's a snow-covered lake, but I'll get to that when I get to it. So there's a little bit of room to place maybe something else here, and then of course little bit of room here, maybe here, if we'll see what Lego comes out with next year. I also decided to hang this helicopter that was standing back there inspecting the ski slope, and then I have the hot air balloon up here going back and forth between the post office and the winter village. So yeah, that's my winter village for this year. Not a huge update, but a little bit of an expansion on the new platform here. So happy with that. All of these houses, well, these 4 came from this little area here, but you can hardly see it, so it was nice to get some houses out from there. It was quite packed. But anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.